you, I feel like this is a running series that we're doing on the everlasting case, trial, debacle, social media scandal of the Porsha and Simon situation.
And since I've apparently switched sides so many times, because I was Team Simon and now I'm kind of Team Porsha, but this is the story that is never ending. So I'm excited to get a new take on it from our legal expert, and just dive into the real legalities of what a divorce.
Take a deep breath, because what's about to unfold could flip the entire narrative surrounding Porsha Williams on its head. Carlos King has stepped into the spotlight, and what he's suggesting isn't just dramatic, it threatens to detonate the polished persona she's shown the world. The whispers he hints at unravel stories of rumored secret romances, hidden encounters, and a shadow life built on accusation, betrayal, and emotional power games that could completely fracture the image of a reality TV icon. If Carlos is to be believed, Porsha wasn't simply balancing stardom. She was allegedly navigating a double existence, one that reportedly involved a shocking, behind-the-scenes connection with Future, yes, the same Future known for hit records and headline storms. And this wasn't painted as some fleeting rumor. It's described as long brewing, emotionally volatile, and sealed in secrecy, leaving confusion and wrecked feelings behind. Every perfect pose, every polished caption, every flawless red carpet moment, allegedly camouflage hiding secret encounters, emotional turbulence, and behind-the-scenes drama that only insiders even glimpsed. But that's only one thread. Carlos suggests Future wasn't the only name woven into this hidden chapter. He hints at additional covert entanglements, creating a maze of jealousy, manipulation claims, and fractured loyalties. Those said to be close reportedly felt the emotional fallout, shock, distrust, and heavy strain as rumors began to leak out. The pain, he implies, wasn't random. It was recurring, layered, and devastating, scattering broken confidence in its path. Meanwhile, fans...
And I think at the end of the day, the only person who truly knows that is Porsha. Right. You know, we all can make assumptions about that. I did attend the Nigerian wedding. I felt the love in the room. They both cried. I cried. I thought I was... going to be able to celebrate their 10-year anniversary at the time of the wedding. So, and I would say that as a participant and a guest. But yeah, I personally, Carlos King personally, I don't think she married Simon for a storyline at all. I think she fell in love. And I think at the end...
Strap in, because what's coming next doesn't read like ordinary celebrity drama. It feels like a storm ripping straight through the glamorous story of Porsha Williams. Carlos King has stepped into the conversation, and what he's implying isn't just messy, it threatens to collapse the spotless persona she's spent years constructing. Suddenly, every bright smile, every polished post, every flawless appearance seems to carry a hidden echo, whispers of alleged secret entanglements, psychological games, and emotional wreckage that no one watching from the outside ever imagined. Carlos suggests Porsha wasn't merely managing fame. She was allegedly operating in a shadow life, so layered and risky it plays out like a premium series plot twist. Sitting at the center of it is the bombshell allegation of a long-running, undercover connection with Future, the chart-topping rapper constantly surrounded by headlines. And Carlos doesn't describe it as brief or casual. He paints it as intense, covert, emotionally volatile, full of secrets, betrayals, and heartbreak that reportedly blindsided people standing closest to her. The same charm the public celebrated, he implies, was allegedly used as a tool to distract, to persuade, to keep hidden meetings buried beneath carefully staged normalcy. Now the audience that once praised her seemingly perfect life is rewinding everything, scrolling past photos, rewatching interviews, staring at red carpet moments, and spotting supposed clues they never noticed before. Carlos claims the picture-perfect brand wasn't authenticity at all, but a crafted facade meant to cloak chaos, secret encounters, emotional crossfire, and behavior he alleges was controlled with chilling precision. It wasn't just about one rumored connection with Future, it was about steering narratives, guarding buried truths, and preserving the spotlight while her private world, he suggests, spiraled through manipulation and heartbreak. And, according to him, that still isn't the whole story. Carlos hints that alongside the Future allegations were other secret involvements, forming a hidden network of secrecy that pulled friends, partners, and co-workers into its gravity. Jealousy, control, and betrayal reportedly turned cyclical, repeating, escalating. Viewers are now zooming in on every hint they can find, replaying viral moments, scrolling through captions, freezing frames, hunting for signs of what Carlos portrays as a hidden tempest of betrayal and emotional upheaval. Each photo, each hug, each smile is suddenly being reinterpreted, admiration turning into doubt, affection twisting into shock. The alleged gap between the polished spotlight version of Porsha and the chaotic private world described by Carlos feels almost unreal, like a storyline torn from a psychological thriller. His claims also cast a long shadow over the people around her. He suggests that friends, relatives, and colleagues absorbed the emotional fallout, caught inside a maze of secrecy, manipulation, and half-truths. With every new allegation, the personal cost becomes clearer, how one person's supposed choices may have rippled outward, leaving strained relationships and lingering pain. To Carlos, this isn't idle chatter, it's a charged story of long-running heartbreak, betrayal, and quiet tragedy. What raises the stakes even higher is how calculated he says the deception was. Carlos claims Porsha didn't just live two lives, she allegedly managed them, curating charm for the public while keeping hidden connections out of sight. He implies this double existence built unsustainable tension, and when cracks finally appeared, the impact was explosive. The alleged secrecy, repeating heartbreak cycles, and emotional wreckage make this feel less like gossip and more like raw human drama. He further alleges the situation with Future wasn't merely secret, but emotionally engineered, every exchange carefully managed to preserve the illusion of loyalty. Those involved were, in his telling, swept into chaos, left with confusion and deep emotional wounds. What audiences once saw as charisma and confidence now reads, in these allegations, as instruments of control, used to hide contradictions between the fans are dissecting every frame of past interviews, posts, and viral clips. Each laugh, each gesture, each public display is now being analyzed under a new lens, hinting at hidden motives behind what once seemed innocent. Carlos' allegations paint a chilling image of someone allegedly capable of managing public adoration while orchestrating a private world of chaos, leaving audiences questioning whether anything they admired was ever real. He reportedly details moments where Porsha allegedly pushed the boundaries of her secret relationships to extreme levels. Emotional manipulation, strategic silence, and psychological games were allegedly part of her daily arsenal. Some partners, he claims, were trapped in cycles of hope and betrayal, unsure of their place, never knowing if affection was genuine or a calculated move in a web of secrecy. Each allegation suggests a meticulously crafted contrast between public image and private reality, a world where heartbreak was not incidental but almost inevitable. The scale of these alleged secrets is staggering. Carlos portrays the supposed affair with Future not as a simple fling, but as a calculated emotional battlefield. He claims Porsha allegedly orchestrated circumstances to preserve secrecy while destabilizing those closest to her. Each interaction, hidden message, and secret rendezvous reportedly carried the potential to sow confusion, distrust, and heartbreak. In his account, this was far beyond infidelity. It was a deliberate campaign of emotional control, leaving a trail of unseen devastation the public never noticed. Social media erupted almost instantly. Fans expressed disbelief, shock, and a sense of betrayal so intense it mirrors the alleged experiences of those entangled in her private life. Every post, every video, every seemingly innocent smile now invites scrutiny, serving as a reminder of what Carlos claims was a carefully concealed existence, one where affection could be entwined with manipulation, trust weaponized, and emotional upheaval routine. The public is forced to reconcile a glamorous, confident persona with the alleged private chaos lurking beneath. Carlos reportedly suggests the manipulation extended beyond romantic partners. Friends, colleagues, and insiders allegedly found themselves caught in emotional games, uncertain what was genuine and what was strategically calculated to protect appearances. He claims her charm and curated social media presence were tools designed to keep everyone off balance, creating a web of dependence, doubt, and heartbreak capable of destabilizing even the strongest individuals. The court of public opinion is now dissecting every piece of the narrative, reactions swinging between disbelief, outrage, and heartbreak. The alleged complexity of Porsha's double life reportedly turned intimacy into a form of control. Carlos claims the affair with Future was emotionally charged, intense, and filled with passion that masked subtle manipulations. Partners, according to him, experienced cycles of emotional highs and lows, never certain whether affection was real or part of a calculated design. The fallout he describes reportedly left confusion, heartbreak, and lingering mistrust that extended far beyond the romantic sphere. He also reportedly details how public perception was strategically leveraged to protect private chaos. Every red carpet, every photo shoot, every media appearance served as a deliberate distraction from the emotional turbulence happening behind closed doors. Allegedly, this duality allowed her to maintain an image of flawless perfection while navigating a private world fraught with betrayal, manipulation, and secret entanglements. In Carlos' telling, the public image that fans admired may have been a carefully engineered illusion designed to conceal years of hidden turmoil. The alleged tragedy in these revelations is staggering. Carlos reportedly recounts moments where partners felt emotionally trapped, unsure of how to respond, and repeatedly manipulated to uphold a narrative they could never fully see. Some allegedly endured heartbreak after heartbreak, while others were swept up in the fallout of calculated deception. According to him, Porsha allegedly lived a life where emotional chaos was carefully hidden behind smiles, public appearances, and media narratives, creating a rift so extreme that both insiders and fans struggled to reconcile the perception of her life with the alleged private reality. Even more unsettling, Carlos claims these patterns of manipulation and control were not isolated incidents, but reportedly repeated over years, suggesting a deliberate, long-term strategy. Allegedly, each connection added a new layer to a complex web of secrecy, betrayal, and heartbreak, leaving those involved unable to trust fully and forcing fans to question the authenticity of every public gesture they once admired. The emotional consequences, he implies, are far-reaching, stretching across personal, social, and professional spheres. Social media has erupted, with hashtags, clips, and commentary dissecting every alleged revelation. Fans debate motives, question loyalties, and express shock at what Carlos portrays as the scope of deception. Every new detail reportedly forces the public to reconsider whether charm, glamour, and a polished image were tools of concealment, hiding a private world of turmoil only insiders witnessed. He allegedly recounts emotional breakdowns, power struggles, and carefully maintained secrets. He portrays Porsha as someone allegedly capable of maintaining a flawless public image while orchestrating private chaos. Every smile, every media appearance, every display of charm, he claims, was strategically calculated to maintain control, conceal secrets, and manipulate emotions. The alleged magnitude of deception paints a life lived in duality, perfection for the public, and emotional turbulence behind the scenes that few could ever imagine. The courtroom of public opinion is ablaze. Every claim Carlos presents has become evidence in a virtual trial, with fans dissecting old interviews, posts, and appearances frame by frame. Each new detail reportedly reveals layers of heartbreak, secrecy, and manipulation, forcing audiences to question everything they thought they knew. In his telling, this isn't mere celebrity chatter. It's a sweeping exposé of alleged emotional devastation, betrayal, and private tragedy that challenges trust, loyalty, and perception itself. Allegedly, the rumored affair with Future was far more than a secret liaison. It was a high-stakes emotional chess game. Partners, according to Carlos, were caught in cycles of affection, betrayal, and carefully orchestrated concealment, never knowing which moments were genuine and which were engineered. The toll, he suggests, was enormous, heartbreaks and trust violations hidden beneath Porsha's public charm, creating a world where glamour and charisma masked profound private chaos. The pattern, he claims, extended across multiple relationships. Each partner, he says, allegedly endured similar cycles of secrecy, manipulation, and heartbreak. The repetition, according to Carlos, hints at strategy rather than accident, a calculated orchestration leaving lasting emotional scars and raising difficult questions about morality, authenticity, and the human cost of living a life divided between public image and private turmoil. Social media has erupted into frenzy. Fans are scrutinizing every interaction, every post, every smile through the lens of Carlos' allegations. According to him, the narrative now paints a picture of a woman whose public aura of confidence, charm, and perfection allegedly concealed years of emotional complexity, manipulation, and heartbreak. Each newly claimed detail reportedly ratchets up the scandal, creating a story that grips audiences and refuses to release them. Carlos reportedly suggests that the revelations are only the beginning. He hints at deeper secrets, ongoing deception, and layers of emotional chaos that could far surpass what has been disclosed. The public watches, tense, knowing that the truth about Porsha, Future, and the tangled network of secrecy may be darker, more intricate, and more devastating than anyone imagined. The intensity, according to Carlos, escalates with every claim. He portrays the alleged affair with Future as just the tip of an iceberg, a sprawling web of betrayal, emotional manipulation, and heartbreak that reportedly spanned years. Each alleged revelation uncovers a calculated duality, public smiles masking private turmoil, charm wielded as a weapon, and affection twisted into control. Fans, he claims, are now forced to question everything they once admired, struggling to reconcile adoration with allegations of deliberate deception. He further alleges that Porsha engineered situations to maintain influence over multiple partners at once. According to Carlos, secrecy, charm, and media perception were tools designed to destabilize and manipulate those closest to her. Each interaction allegedly carried hidden consequences: jealousy, confusion, and heartbreak, while the cycle repeated over years. In his telling, this was never just infidelity. It was an elaborate, meticulously orchestrated labyrinth of secrecy, control, and emotional turbulence. The alleged affair with Future reportedly swung between dizzying emotional highs and crushing lows. According to Carlos, partners found themselves caught in a web of passion laced with subtle manipulation, constantly unsure what was genuine and what was orchestrated. He paints a portrait of love turned weapon, trust exploited, and heartbreak normalized. Every intimate encounter, he claims, carried the potential to wound, destabilize, and confuse emotionally, trapping those involved in cycles they could never fully escape. Carlos reportedly reveals that Porsha's secret life allegedly extended far beyond romantic relationships. Friends, collaborators, and insiders, he says, were drawn into the storm, manipulated, isolated, and left questioning their own judgment. The glamorous, confident public persona allegedly served as a mask, concealing the chaos of emotional exploitation behind media appearances and social media perfection. He suggests the charisma millions admired was strategically wielded, a camouflage for heartbreak, chaos, and relational devastation. The alleged consequences of this dual existence are staggering. Carlos claims the manipulation left lasting emotional scars, destabilizing partners, friends, and family alike. Some were allegedly caught in relentless cycles of trust and betrayal, others silenced through secrecy, and many left struggling to reconcile the public image they adored with the private reality they endured. In his account, the heartbreak was structural, recurring, deliberate, and meticulously concealed. Social media has erupted in response to these claims. Every post, every video, every smile from Porsha is now examined through a darker lens. Fans are divided. Some defend her, some recoil in disbelief, and others feel drained by the possibility of such deep deception. The narrative has become a cultural phenomenon, with millions questioning the authenticity of a public figure they once admired. Allegedly, every Instagram upload and red carpet moment was part of a strategic game, turning charm into camouflage and smiles into masks. Carlos reportedly suggests that the Future affair overlapped with other clandestine relationships, forming a tangled web of secrecy that amplified emotional devastation. Partners were allegedly kept in ignorance, jealousy was weaponized, and trust repeatedly violated. The emotional fallout, he claims, extended beyond Allegedly, Porsha's dual existence created cycles of emotional highs and crushing lows. Affection was reportedly intertwined with manipulation, smiles with deception, and trust weaponized as a tool of control. Partners, according to Carlos, were trapped in a maze of hope and heartbreak, never knowing whether they were loved or strategically manipulated. He portrays a pattern of behavior both tragic and devastatingly human, a network of secrecy leaving everyone struggling to reconcile illusion with reality. The fallout, reportedly, continues to escalate. Social media burns with discussion, fans remain stunned, and each new claim adds layers to a story Carlos portrays as one of the most emotionally intricate, meticulously hidden, and devastatingly tragic sagas in celebrity culture. Every revelation reportedly challenges the public's understanding of reality, trust, and authenticity, leaving audiences emotionally charged, morally conflicted, and unable to look away. The deepest layer of tragedy, according to Carlos, lies in the human cost of the alleged affair with Future and the intertwined network of secret relationships. He claims the emotional scars run far beyond public awareness, leaving individuals grappling with betrayal, heartbreak, and manipulation long after the events. Allegedly, the contrast between public perfection and private chaos sent ripples through multiple lives, destabilizing relationships, shattering trust, and leaving long-lasting damage.